source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Yet so quickly we find Source so dangerous. What in his death?
Say, I don't know any elvish ditties. Got nothing spicy enough to keep my mind off this place for a few bars.
The dwarf hums the tune back to you and breaks into a huge smile. He shakes your hand.
Alexander risen yet?
The dwarf is still happily humming the tune you showed him. The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me! You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me. Do you? You seem fine. Don't you feel how tight this collar is? And there's nothing we can do.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her... The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground. I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened? Why? My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will Alexander ascend to divinity? I fear it will be quite some... goods.
better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for beauty. That's what happened, isn't it? Snake. Now, let's not get nasty. It's better off, I'm sure. Easy now, old chap. Isn't my fortune's dead?
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? Yet so quickly, we find sources so dangerous.
So, what's the news?
Hurry, eh? My number could be up any minute.
Did you see them, miss? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself? They were so close, almost within arm's reach. They were just there, just...
The divine! Even in death he's listened! A door.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the law on that elf. Your kind stick together like stink on garbage, don't you? I'm sure you would have.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of, you have all manner of things. You're the champ. ain't ya? You could well be the one.
She clasps her blackened hands before her and seems for a moment on the verge of weeping.
Then you're our best hope. You may become the one.
She looks around, checking for prying ears, and lowers her voice.
It would mean everything. The one will prove herself above all others. The one will become divine. You may be the one to save us all. There's only one thing to do. I've got to set you free. Your collar. Let me take it off. What a privilege on me.
She manipulates the ring around your neck in several quick yet intricate motions. Off pops your collar, and a sense of relief swirls from deep within you.
You hear me now. You get out of this place. You keep fighting. You become the one. And you think of old Nibora when it's all over. Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
Wished, Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry.
Before you stands a figure, her body wreathed in cloth. All you can see of her eyes are two dark holes in an ornate mask.
Armadia's blessings, child. I have not seen this face in our sanctuary before. Pray, who are you? You seek the same information as Gareth. You stand in the peace of Armadia's love and search for more ways to kill. What creatures we are. I always felt safe in Armadia's presence. But now that the Voidwoken stalk the swamp, perhaps you are right. On this island, there lies an ancient armory, filled with soul-forged weapons, powerful enough to turn aside any shrieker. Gladly, but I fear you'll fare no better than the Seeker. North of here you'll find the ruins of Brachus's Source Armory. Nothing in this land can counter the Shrieker's power like those weapons. Without them, the Seekers are truly hopeless. Walk ever in Armadia's grace.
Maybe we should fortify
Wished,
this
Bonnie
place.
Baron,
Make
now
a stand.
don't you cry.
No, we don't have
The birds
time.
A dwarf stands by a young woman. He seems intensely focused on her, whispering and singing softly in her ear.
Blood and bone, fire and smoke, death and worse.
Hush now, Leia. They'll not hurt you again. Once Gareth gets back, we're going home. You'll see. He'll be fine.
The woman rubs her neck, raking her nails across her skin as she whimpers. The dwarf starts at the sound of your voice, gripping the woman's arm for a moment before he relaxes.
New faces. Hope you aren't bushwhacked by the Magisters too. As for her neck, she's remembering the damnable source colours she once wore. Same style as yours. Lucky for us, she had the skills to remove them. There's many a sorcerer that's been freed thanks to...
The woman's eyes dart to your own neck.
Choke us. They strangle us, steal our voices.
Maybe we should fortify this place. Make us down.
She averts her eyes, staring at the ground.
You'll have more luck getting Dallas to unlock them.
The time.
The poor girl's not in her best mind without Gareth.
Gareth would know what to do.
Sorry, friend, I'm as powerless here as you are. I've not got Gareth's the only one that brings...
Duggan lays his hand on her shoulder, squeezing it tight as tears roll down her cheeks.
Please, Armada. Bless
We were part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy. Shiny collars and all. Gareth and the Seekers ambushed the caravan and freed us. Saved every one of us from that hell. But now he's off searching for weapons to take down them shriekers. And all we can do is sit here, thinking about the Godwoken we didn't save.
From fragments to whole. From their past to our future. From their hope to ours.
She ain't detailed, but she ain't wrong. The Godwoken are our hope that a new divine can be born. Someone to replace Lucian and push back them Voidwoken. Someone to restore order and protect the source. I'd speak to Exeter if you want to know more. There's ways, but I ain't privy to them. One thing I do know, mind. The Voidwoken have their number. They react to Godwoken like no one else.
Barking dogs in wolves' clothing. Teeth in the sea. Teeth in the swamp.
Aye, there's enough of them about. But don't you worry none. Gareth will be back soon. Then we'll be home in 2 shifts. We were part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy, but now he's off searching for weapons to take down them shriekers.
The dwarf starts to sing softly as the woman rocks slowly in her seat. A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of maps. His
Every approach blocked. Oh, damn.
He glances up. In quick succession, he becomes aware of both your presence and the fact that you're not of...
Who the blazes are you? As am I, Sabine, I'm sure. On the run from Fort Joy, a seeker can always recognize a sorcerer when they see one. Though, of course, your collar gives you away.
Now don't you cry. The birds are asleep. The moon's in the sky.
You met Verdus. Oh, then he's as good as dead. We're the seekers he spoke of. We were supposed to free him. Instead, we've failed him.
echoes of death.
You, a Godwoken? Surely not. Though if Verdus said so, you could be important. But there's no way to be certain until we've left this blasted island behind us.
The young man anxiously fidgets with his curved bow. You've found a matter close to his heart, evidently.
That's easier said than done, I'm afraid. Much easier said. The Magisters have us cornered. They have these weapons called shriekers. If we try to go against them unprepared, we're dead. We've lost many already. Our chances are dwindling. It seems as though someone's been killing what few Godwoken. Alexander himself is Godwoken, but he hasn't risen yet. Hasn't succeeded his father as the Divine. I wouldn't put it past him killing other Godwoken to eliminate any competition. If he's behind this, then he's putting the future of Rivellon at stake just to soothe his bruised ego. We need to get past those weapons, ancient devices that can counter those things. But he hasn't returned. If Sir Gareth doesn't come back with those weapons in tow, well, this island will be our grave. Sir Gareth? He's the finest seeker I know. I'm honoured to serve as his squire.
The young man throws a furtive glance towards the shrine looming out of the...
The masked priestess, Gratiana. She gave us shelter here and told Sir Gareth how to stop the Shriekers. But she unnerves me. Speak to her if you wish. She may know more. You'll help us?
His shoulders visibly relax. The weight...
Thank you. Allies are in short supply in this place. If you help us, I promise we'll get... Please, ask. Whatever helps.
Wished, bonny bairn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
A dwarf stands by...
Blood and bone.
Hush now, Leia. Once Gareth...
The woman rubs her neck, raking her nails across her skin as she whimpers. As you hum, her rocking slows. She starts to fall in with the rhythm of your voice.
And see them safe in your grace.
As your song unfolds, she moves less and less. A worried look appears in her eyes. She looks into your eyes.
You're a really special person. My face is warm. And my stomach, too. I'm glad...
The dwarf stares at you, his mouth...
I've never seen her react like that to anyone but Gareth. You're a miracle worker, and no mistake.
I pray that you
Gareth would know what to do.
and see them safe.
Howling dogs and men. Friends silently screaming through stitched mouths.
He puts his arm around her as she starts to sob.
She's delicate at the best of times. I asked Simone for something to help her relax, but Gareth's the only one who truly keeps her calm. If we didn't need her to remove Urda's collar, she'd be safe somewhere far from... We were part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy. Shiny collars and all. Gareth and the Seekers ambushed the caravan and freed us, but now he's off searching for weapons to take down them Shriekers. And all we can do is sit here, think...
From fragments to whole. From their past to our future.
She ain't detailed, but she ain't wrong. Someone to replace Lucian and push back them Voidwoken. Someone to restore order and protect the source. There's ways...
Barking dogs in wolves' clothing. Teeth in the sea.
Aye, there's enough of them about. But don't you... We were part of the caravan, but now...
The dwarf... Duggan stands over Leia, singing softly as...
There, lass. Don't you worry. Gareth will be back soon.
No, and
we don't have the
protect
time.
Your humble servant.
Think, damn it.
Duggan's...
There, lass.
Duggan's...
There, lass. Don't you worry. Gareth will be back soon. You'll see. He'll be back.
Hello again, child. What brings you here?
The birds are asleep. The moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us. We're safe in bed. So close your sweet
Gareth.
eyes.
He set off to find. North of here, you'll find the ruins. Nothing in this land can counter the Shrieker's power. Walk ever in our.